Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby. I'm a professional makeup artist, and today I am going to be teaching you how to get a very flirty makeup look, which is going to be kind of like a rosy pink mauve type of eyeshadow look with a baby pink lip, false lashes, and I go into every step of the way, the base routine, the eyeliner, how to get all of the components of this look. So if you want to learn how to get the look, just keep on watching. I've been gone. I know. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I'm back. I'm better than ever. I feel a lot better. I was a little bit sick, but I'm doing okay now. So thank you to everyone who sent me messages of encouragement while I was gone. I know it's been 3 months. It was quite a year. So, and starting off 2026 to kind of a rough start, but we're getting there. You know what I mean? You got to just roll with the punches and try to make the best of it and just keep going. Pick yourself up, pick up the pieces and put yourself back together because things are avanzando. So we have to be ready for whatever happens next. So hopefully you like this look. If you like the look, if you want to have any recommendations for me for different kinds of looks that you want to see, please go ahead and drop them in the comments below and I'll just go ahead and get started. All right, so we are just going to jump right in. I'm going to get started with my concealer, which is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer in Fair Rose. And I'm just going to dab some of that on my lids. You always want to prime your lids before you start with any eye look. This will just help the eyeshadow to stick better and it will give it a base for the colors to blend a little bit better, and with the concealer as the background, the colors will pop more. So it'll look nicer and it will look more professional. It'll give it that like look that you're wanting. Then we're going to be going into my ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette, and I'm going to be starting out with this transition color right here. It's called Stone Age. And I'm taking a blending brush like this, something that has like a fluffy head like that, and I'm going to take a good amount of the eyeshadow, grab my mirror, and I'm going to put it right here in the crease. I'm going to take a bunch of it, and I'm just going to start blending up and out in like windshield wiper motions, like back and forth. It doesn't have to be like super precise. It doesn't have to be like super perfect or anything. It doesn't have to be right in your eyeball or anything. It just needs to look like a veil of color. You just want it to be that base for this look that we're going to do. It's going to be a very simple look. Okay, see, it's just all over. So I'm just going to keep building that color up with the Stone Age transition shade, and I'm going to be feathering it out here on the outside, the outer V of the eye, and just continuing to blend it. Okay, so now that we have that transition shade on both eyes, I'm going to keep adding a little bit more color with this shade right here, Ghost Town. It's a little bit of a darker brown, and I'm going to pop that right here on the outside and just kind of feather it in to the transition shade and just keep blending it out. And just blend it up and blend it out so that it fades really nicely. All right, so that's all I'm going to do for the transition shades. I am going to go into the lid color. I'm going to take this brush from e.l.f. It's just a basic shadow brush. And I'm going to dip into this white color from my Physicians Formula Quad. It's a highlighter quad, and it has a white, a pink, a nude color, and then like a golden bronzy shade. So I'm just taking the white and I'm putting it right here on the highlight on the brow bone, and I'm just blending it out. And I'm going to take that brush and just gently go over the line so it fades really nicely. So there's a nice gradient between the highlighter and the transition shade. There we go. And I take a lot of that white and I just kind of pop it on there. And then I take the brush and I just blend it so that it's not so harsh and it's not like a line of white and then a line of brown. Then I'm going to take the same brush, the same e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to go into the pink. And I'm going to put that right on the lid as the lid color. It's going to be a very cute, very flirty type of look. Very playful, very light. You don't want it to be too smoky or too dark or too like, you're not going for like a party look. This is more like a daytime, everyday look. So then I'm going to go over it again with my brush and just blending everything together. Okay. So that's what it should look like so far. Taking a clean makeup wipe, just wiping all the excess off of the eyeshadow, making it like a V shape so that it will be nice and clean. Okay. Now I'm going to go into my complexion. I'm going to get started with my base. The base products, I always start with my La Roche-Posay and Helios, the Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. So I take a little bit on my hand, about a quarter size amount, you know, just enough to kind of get the skin nice and smooth and hydrated. Okay. And the thing I like about this type of eye look is that from far away, it doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup. I don't know if you can see that. You know what I mean? Like, it makes the eyes look bigger and there's like the shadows, there's the contour. It makes them look wider, it makes them look more open, but it doesn't look like, oh my God, she's wearing a ton of makeup. It just looks super like natural. It's an everyday type of look. It's good for work, it's good for service, it's good for if you're going to a meeting or if you're giving a part or if you're, going out with friends and you just want like a really pretty simple look to do. This is a quick look. It takes just like one or two colors. You don't have to do the darker one if you don't want to. You can just do the transition shade, the light mauve purpley color in the crease, and you can just call it a day. I really like that type of makeup because it's so easy to do. It's very like mistake proof, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. It doesn't take a lot of blending. It doesn't take a whole lot of like technique. It just it's a very simple. All right, so now I'm going in with my base. I have been loving a skin tint recently. I have been using the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint, and I really love the way that this feels on my skin. It's absolutely like perfection to me. Like the coverage is really nice. It just looks like my skin. It's not heavy, it's not mask like, it isn't like super thick or cakey or anything. It's everything you would want in a foundation for an everyday type of look. And I love the coverage that it gives. It's very like even, it's very fluid to work with. What I do is I have been running out of it because I've been using it like every single day. So I really only have a little bit left, but I love the consistency of it because it's super thin. The texture is very, very easy to work with, and it just gives your skin this beautiful finish. Like you can still see, I can still see my freckles through, which now I don't mind as much because I used to absolutely hate my freckles. I know people like, I have a love-hate relationship with my freckles, okay? Because a lot of people are like, oh, freckles are so cute, and like people draw freckles on like just so they can look like they have freckles, and a lot of people really love the look of freckles, but I personally have never, like I've always worn super full coverage makeup so that, excuse me, so that you can't see my freckles. That's the whole point. I'm like, I don't want to see them. I don't like the way they look. I never wanted to be like freckly. But now I don't mind it as much, and now I'm starting to like embrace the skin that I have and my skin tone and just like the type of skin that I have because I have combination skin. So my skin gets very oily in the T-zone, but my cheeks are always very dry. So I have learned to just embrace what you have. Stop fighting it so much. Stop trying to cover everything and hiding who I really am, which is una pecosa. Like I'm freckly. I just can't help it. So I stippled it with my brush all along my skin, and I just kind of blend it out and it lasts so long. Like I could wear this for the whole day and it still looks just as good and fresh as when I apply it in the morning as it does at night. It's super breathable. It's not heavy. It's not cakey. It doesn't enhance your pores. It just gives like a really beautiful like veil to the skin. You see that pimple that I had on my chin? It completely covered it up, but it doesn't look like mask-like. That's what I love. I just like that it looks like you have really nice skin. Like, oh, you're glowing. You look healthy. You look radiant. You look like you have a really nice skincare routine, but it's not like, oh, I love your foundation. It's like your skin. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my long rant, my long tangent about foundation. But yeah, I have been running out of this, but it works super well. I have to use a brush to get to the very bottom of it because I'm running out. But I love it so much and it works so well for me. And it just feels amazing on my skin. It's not super heavy. And it's hydrating too. I think it has skincare in it. I think, yeah, it has vitamin C derivative. So it says buildable skin-like coverage, weightless feel, natural radiant finish, up to 24-hour wear, resists water and transfer. So what more could you want? But yeah, it's a tint. So if you're looking for something that has a lot of coverage, this is not it for you. It's not going to give you a ton of coverage if you have a lot of things you want to hide. If you have So we're going into concealer. I love this Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. This color is the second to the lightest one that they have, which is the Fair Beige. And it's also very lightweight and fluid. And I really love the finish that it gives. It's very skin-like as well. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. And I love the brightening effect that it has because it definitely brightens really nicely under the eyes, but it doesn't look super obvious. It doesn't look like you have a ring of concealer around your eyes, like how I sometimes look in my other videos where it's like you can see like a whole space where it's like really, really white under my eyes. And then the rest of my face is just like super matte. This is super like natural looking, which I really appreciate. I have definitely been leaning more towards like natural makeup, natural looks, natural beauty, if you will. Just trying to embrace and enhance what I already have, the features that I have been given by God, and just try to not fight it so much. I'm like trying to turn my face into handsome Squidward like I always wanted to, but it's fine. It's literally fine. So I take a little bit of it on my nails just to kind of highlight a little bit and blend a little bit and kind of feather it out. I also like to do a line of this super white concealer under my lips because I feel like it makes my lips look bigger. Like when I finish doing them, like when I line them and gloss them and put lip gloss on, I feel like it just makes them look bigger if I have a little bit of concealer underneath my lips. It just kind of makes them pop a little bit more. So, all right, I'm going to go into setting powder. I'm using my LA Colors pressed powder in the shade Ivory. And I'm going to take a little dab. Kind of just set that skin tint. Just beat my face. All right, I think that's good. Okay, now we're going to finish up the eyes. I'm going to do my eyeliner. I have been loving a more subdued type of wing liner. First I need to curl my lashes. That's what it is. So I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to spritz with a little bit of alcohol and get my lash curler ready. So it's nice and clean and ready to be used. And then I'm going to curl my lashes just a little bit. Okay. Needs a little more. Okay, so now we're going into the eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. This is LA Colors eyeliner. I have been loving. It's like a long wing, okay? But follow me. It's like, it's kind of thin. It's not super thick. It's not super obvious. And then a really skinny wing. So it's like medium thick on the outside. I'll show you in just a second when I'm done. So you can kind of get the whole picture. See, this is how I like to do it now. So it's like defined. You see how this eye looks bigger than this eye? It's like opened up a little bit. It's a slight wing, but the tip of it is really, really skinny so that it doesn't look super dramatic or super obvious, because I want for it to just be like work appropriate, normal looking, not super diva, not super glam, just like a nice little polite wing. So that's what I've been going for lately. All right, now I'm super excited to do the lashes. These are some new ones that I just got from Shein that my mommy bought for me, and I'm so happy and so thankful that she got them for me. She was like, these look kind of cute. She's like, I think you would like them. She's like, they're not super big. They're more like cat eye type of lashes. And I see the vision, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a little half lash. It kind of tapers in towards the middle, and I was like, I'm like, this could be a look, you know what I mean? Like a very pretty look that still looks semi-natural, like put together. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try them out. We're gonna see how they work. I'm really excited to give them a shot. But yeah, just bear with me, okay? So we've got the eyeliner on. We just need to, there we go. Okay. Oh, they're really stuck on there. Wow. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay, we got the first one. Here we go. See, it's a flared little wispy cat eye type of lash. Let's see if I can, there we go. And the band is nice and bendable. It's nice and flexy. Okay. So, I'm going to take my Ardell Duo Lash Glue. And I always take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I use my nail to apply it. I know there's better ways to do it for sure, but this is just what works for me personally. I just like to kind of drag it along the band of the lash. Okay. There we go. All right. And then we're going to take our mirror and just sort of angle it to where you can kind of see a little bit better. Oh, they're so cutie. Just make sure that they stick. Okay. See, it gives the very like wide-eyed type of look. They're cute. Oh my god, I love them. I'm just trying to get them to stick. The outer corner is giving me a little bit of a harder time. It doesn't want to stick, but that's okay. And then the inner corner is doing good. And then you just give it time. You just let it get tacky, let it sit, let it get its grip on there, on your lashes, so that it doesn't fall off in the middle of your conversation when you're talking to somebody and embarrass you and you look stupid. Okay, so don't you hate when that happens though? Either when your lash is like unsticking in the middle of your conversation, you're like at a party and you can feel the glue like despegándose from your eye, and you're like, yeah, let it, your eyelash is just like starting to flutter in the wind, and you're like, awkward. Or when you're like having a conversation and you're trying to like play it cool, and you can feel your press-on nails start to like give out a little bit, and they start to lose their stick, and you're like, oh, it's gonna pop off, and you're like, no, I should have put more glue. Oh, I hate when that happens. Just girly things. So I threw my hair up in a bun just to get all of that heat off of my neck. I know it's the middle of winter. It's like the middle of just all of that cold, cold weather. It's like sub-zero temperatures. It's the beginning of February, but we're almost there. We're almost to spring, and I'm going to finish doing the rest of my makeup. So I'm going to do my brows with my little brow pencil that I have left of my LA Color Soft Brown. And I'm just going to chat with you guys a little bit about how things have been going lately. I have been feeling super like tranquila and just feeling more like my best self than I have in a really long time. I feel like I'm actually like starting to get the hang of things and become a more go with the flow type of person. And I don't get as stressed about little things as much as I used to, because I used to, like, any little thing that would happen, it would just like it would completely like set me back for like I like if something were to happen, like, because good things happen all the time and then bad things happen all the time, and it just depends on your attitude and your outlook on life, on how you react to it. So it's like something really good can happen to you, but if you're ungrateful, then it you don't appreciate it as much as you should. So I have been feeling really, really grateful for everything that I have. I'm starting to realize that, like, the power to create a beautiful life and the life that I want, I can do it, but I just have to continue staying focused on Jehovah and stay focused on my goals and just take everything one day at a time, because I like I like to get ahead of myself. I'm always thinking like 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 10 steps ahead, and I always have a contingency plan. I always have a plan A, plan B, plan C for everything. So I like to be super prepared. I'm a very like particular, very, very picky about everything, and I like for things to be just so. And when things don't work out the way that I want them to, I get mad and I get upset and it throws me off. And I think about it and I stay up at night and I'm like, what did I do wrong? And I just can't let it go forever and ever, and I'm just overthinking everything. So I have learned to stop doing that and stop being like that and just let things be. Like, stop freaking out about every little thing. Taking my LA Colors contour. I'm just taking a little bit of it for a soft contour. Just a little touch of color. Not a lot. It's not going to be like a super harsh contour. It's just going to look like a little bit of shading. I just want it to look like the hint of a cheekbone. So I'm not so stressed anymore. I feel like I've I think I'm gonna do a cream blush because I really like the way my cream blush looks. It's this one. I got it from Dollar Tree a long time ago, but I really love it. It's from Marie Claire. You can see the label has already se borró, but it's Marie Claire and it's liquid blush in soft pink. It's the most beautiful soft hint of like bubblegum pink, and it just blends out so beautifully on the cheek, and it just looks so natural and so pretty. So I just dab some of it on there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it to kind of like be on the apples of your cheeks. And then I'm gonna take my brush and just sort of buff it out like so. And it's okay if you've already put powder on your face and you've already got like your foundation on. You can kind of combine textures. Well, at least for my skin type, it works fine. It doesn't get like gross on me. It doesn't get like patchy or anything. But it also depends on your skin prep. Your skin prep has a lot to do with that, because if you are putting on powders, or if you set your foundation with powder and then you put on a cream, it can lift the foundation, and then you'll have patches of your foundation missing. You don't want that to happen. But it's like, but if you do it, see, it looks very like even. It just looks smooth. So then I take the blush and then I'm going to go over it a little bit with my powder brush. Just a dab. Just a little hint of color. Okay. That's good. I just want it to look very innocent, very sweet, very like demure. Very, what is it? Very cute, very demure. How does it go? I can't remember. It was all over TikTok a while ago. Very cutesy, very demure. Okay, so for the lips, I am envisioning a very sort of, what's the word? Baby pink. I want it to be just baby pink, like, that's my vibe lately. I want everything to be baby pink. I love baby pink. So I am going to, I'm going to use my Miss Betty's lipstick. Just go on there. I already have some lip balm on. I primed my lips with Aquaphor. I love using the Aquaphor lip balm as a treatment and like a primer for my lips. For any lip combo that I'm doing, you have to just like make sure your lips are in good shape. They have to be like, you got to make sure that they're hydrated so that the color will really stick and it will really last longer. Then I'm going to use this. Let me see. I have these lip glosses that I got at Five Below a while back, and I love them. They were $5, and it came with 10 of them. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It came with 12 of them. Okay, anyways, so I'm going to use these two right here. This hot pink and this baby pink. And I'm going to mix them to create the ultimate baby pink of my dreams. So I'm going to go in with the darker pink, and I'm going to line my lips like that. And just, there we go. Line my lips like that, so it's like a dark pink. And then I'm going to go into the center with the lighter pink and smack my lips together. And it's okay if you're mixing all the textures, because I started off with my balm, then I went over it with the lipstick, then I went over it with the liquid lipstick. So you're creating these layers, so it will give you staying power. And then I'm gonna blend it with my finger. And just mix and mix and mix. Okay, that's the pink that I want. Just like a beautiful, cool toned baby pink. Very soft, very like not in your face, not super over the top. And then I'm going to go over it with my Dollar Tree lip gloss, the Beauty Intuition, sorry. It's a very light milky pink. And there you have it. A soft baby pink. I love being a makeup artist. I love just being able to make whatever color I want. I just like it's nice because all of the studying, all the training, all the late nights of watching and reading my books and studying color theory and products and formulations and things like that. Like, you can just instantly figure out what look you want to do, how to get that color, how to achieve that consistency, that look, that desired outcome. And you just, okay, I gotta do this, 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 and this, and then you can just make whatever you want. So I love it. It's my dream. I always wanted to be a makeup artist when I grew up. So I'm glad that I was able to just achieve that and kind of have that in my back pocket. It just helps a lot, you know, whenever I have an event or something that I'm going to, or if I'm going to the meeting, or if I'm going to service or work or wherever, I just know the type of look that I want. I think about it and I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, this, and this, and Bas, I can do it. So it's a blessing. It's awesome. And I want to be able to help people so that they can also have this type of knowledge in their arsenal, that they can be able to create looks that they want to create and express themselves the way they want, look the way they want to look, and present themselves, to society, to the universe, the way they want to come across. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope it was fun. I hope you learned something. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you follow me, I would love it so much. I would love you. Thank you for following me. And to the people who watch my videos and who interact with me and send me messages, and my friends and family and my supporters, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.